What's going on, Schrute Stock Squad? Today is Monday, March 8th, 2021. And look at this portfolio, guys. Slow and steady, all right? We're not looking to make big gains here. We're up $3,000 from last time we checked in. And you know what? I'm good with that. I'm very good with this, guys. But let me show you what's going on in the market, all right? So basically, when I'm going through this screen here, guys, you see this middle section? I just want you to start looking at that in the beginning, okay? Look through this middle section, right? And I want you to start looking at the charts. How do they all look for the most part? I think what I'm seeing is a pattern, okay? We'll even look through all of these, right? This is why I'm doing it quick. I want a quick glance. You see what ended up happening here, guys, is a lot of these companies, they peaked a little in the morning and then they dipped right after, and then they climbed up again, and then they pulled back. So I want you to see, we'll pick any of these. IRO is a good one. See, it had a little peak up here in the morning, dipped, and then peaked all the way up again, and then dipped. So you see what I'm saying, guys? We can't go off of everything here as we're out of this pullback. We're gonna be, all green again, all bull days. No. But what I want you guys to notice is this. Overall, though, how bad of a correction is this, though, compared to what we've been seeing? Come on. This is, 2-5% differences. Remember last week we were seeing like 15-20% drops per day. Those were scary. So this is nothing for us. All right. Let me just show you what I did. I made no changes in NEO, MP, none of those things. If you guys haven't invested already, this price of NEO, it's a steal, guys. This is a steal. I'm telling you, if you buy NEO right now, in 5 years, you can come back and say thank you. This price, you will not see this at that point. Quite honestly, if I had any more buying power right now, and I was, I'm not looking to change what I was saying over the weekend, but I would be wanting to average down from here, because I got in at $45 and I thought that was a steal. When I got in at 45, I thought that was a steal. This, guys, come on, you can average down. If you have any extra side cash, go into a play like NEO. All right, guys, don't worry too much about the next SNDL, Zomedica. Don't start chasing these big names that are running up right now. Go in NEO, guys. This is a solid this is gonna be a solid couple year play. All right. Again, this is Schrute Stocks, no financial advice, none of that stuff. All right. And oh yeah, going off of that, for any of the newcomers on this channel, guys, this is Schrute Stocks Squad. We are looking to grow this portfolio to $1 million. I walk you through complete transparency, what I do day in, day out, my thought, my logic, what's going in, and I show you every play that I've been doing. Every single play from the beginning of this to the end, I show you everything. I don't crop out my screen. I don't do that sort of stuff, which a lot of other YouTubers do. A lot of YouTubers are good at telling you the hot picks of the day, the hot stocks, the home runs, the double ups, but they don't tell you how much they actually put in, and they don't show you when they actually lose the money or if they actually gain the money. They don't show it. They don't show the full transparency. I'm here to show you the ups and downs every day in and day out. And if you want to come in on this journey with us, please join in on this family. All right, guys, this is one of the most supportive communities that you'll ever see. Just, if you don't believe me, look back last week and read the comment sections. Just read the comment sections. All right. So with all that said, guys, let me show you the plays that I'm looking at right now. So remember what I told you. I didn't change what I was saying over the weekend. VST, what did I tell you last week? What did I tell you? Again, big thank you to D Wood, who put this on our radar, guys, last week. Shout out to that guy for telling us about this play. I'm telling you, this seems like it still, in my opinion, has more room to recover from this point forward. I really see this thing coming back in the 20s mark. Hopefully. End of this week to next week sometime. So what I did was I took 5,000 out this morning from VST, right? I took 5,000 out from VST, and then what I did was I went heavy in HOL. You see, I put in another $2,000 in HOL from that 5,000. I put 1,000 in THBR and then 1,000 in Sensonics, all right? And then what I did was with the other 1,000 there, I did 333 in Insidious, 333 in IRO, and then 333 in Clover. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna just average in this whole play. This whole week, this is my game plan. I'm just gonna average. Whatever happens with, who knows? I might keep a little VST because this seems like it's doing a This seems, guys, in a time when I've been so used to this uncertainty last week, seeing a little stability, I kind of like it. Not gonna lie, I kind of like knowing, okay, I'm not gonna see any crazy moves here. So I might keep a little bit there, but I am looking every day. I'm gonna try to average into these plays. All right, guys, and that's basically what I'm at right now. I don't have too much advice to give you for as far as things go, because like I said, we're not out of the woods yet, guys, and because of that, it's really hard to say what you could do and what you shouldn't do. The best bet when things can get to be this murky, your best bet is to average in, because whether the price, think of it like Bitcoin. I want you guys to think, when the market is getting so volatile, whether it's really green, like all of a sudden pumping up, or it's down like red. I want you to think of that like Bitcoin. What do I tell you guys to do with Bitcoin? I tell you every day, pick an amount and just average in. Every day, pick whatever number you're comfortable with investing and just put that money into Bitcoin. I have that link at the bottom for BlockFi. They actually pay you interest, for your Bitcoin if you're going to hold it. So that's just a side note. If you guys have not invested in Bitcoin, that's something definitely worth considering. But even in the stock market, guys, you can apply that same lesson. All right, I'm telling you, when I went through this back in 2014-15 with Tesla, that Tesla was crashing at that time. People, the amount of negative press that was out there, guys, I still believe in the company. I believed in the due diligence I did at that time, and I kept adapting my strategy. And what I did was, every single time I just averaged, always just put the money in. And that's how I'm able to create this portfolio to show you guys. Trust me, I never woke up one day and had this money to invest. I grew up very poor. I had to really learn my way ever since I was 16. I started making my own money since the age of 16, to be honest. I started with the snow shoveling business. Started right there. But anyways, not to go into on all that. So you see what I'm saying? This morning, I remember I still remember I was looking on StockTwits and stuff like that. When they were seeing this run up, boom, and then it dipped. Everybody panicked. And I'm not laughing, because trust me, I would be one of them too. It's just because we learned the lesson from last week, I can apply it this week and I'm not panicking as much. You see what I'm saying, guys? We're taking the strategies that we're learning and we're applying it. It's okay if we lost money. Guys, if you lost 20, 30, 40, 50% last week, that's okay. What I want you to do is this, though. I want you to tell me, what would you do, okay, knowing what you know right now, what would you do last week differently? What would you have done differently that you didn't do last week? All right, that's the biggest lesson that you guys can learn here. It's not about the money you make. It's not about any of that, guys. This is a long-term journey. If you're looking to get rich quick, this is not the place. I'm serious. This is not the place. You're better off going to Vegas or Atlantic City, playing on the roulette table or blackjack. Over here, you can apply some strategies, guys. It takes some luck. I'm not gonna lie. There is some luck involvement in it, but it's a little bit more than just luck. All right. So that's why I'm saying. That's why when this thing all ran up, I wasn't so hyped up. When it dipped, I wasn't so excited. All of this stuff, guys, I'm remaining calm. I'm sticking to the strategy like I told you last week. I put that money in a play that I thought was going to go and do well, had a good recovery amount, but nothing too crazy, right? Look at VST again. It dipped all the way to like $17, $16. I bought in I was a little late to the game at like $17.94. And then I'm like, you know what? This seems like a good play. It can recover all the way back up here to the $24 mark. It's in the energy sector. Even I look at its previous records, guys, even when you look at what happened with COVID, this thing it recovered very quickly, Look at where its all-time highs used to be, $27. It's very slow and steady growth is what I'm looking at, guys. And I did my research on why that dip happened at this time, and that was just because of the Texas snowstorms and power outages that happened. So they had to give a poor earnings report then. Overall, guys, this is why we've been able to succeed this week. It's what we're learning from the mistakes that I did last week. So kept the money in VST. I didn't get too excited and took out a lot of the money when I saw these things running up, saying, let me put it in there, let me put it in that. No. Every day we stick to the plan, and then we just keep it consistent, guys. We just keep it consistent. And I'm telling you, in a few weeks, in a few months, we're gonna be much happier. We're gonna be much happier. All right, guys. On the last point I want to talk about, ZOMEDICA. This is a big player of mine. You guys know this is almost 40% of my portfolio. So pretty deep in this. So, like I said in the video yesterday, guys, I still see this stock having a run up going into the True Pharma launch. People were asking me what I think if this is gonna hit like a $10, 20, like there's all these like YouTubers. That's what I get annoyed with some of the stuff you see on YouTube. They'll put a big facial expression of theirs as if they just saw like, I don't know, I don't even know. They just saw some crazy thing on the TV or whatever. They're gonna put their mouth all open and like pretend like something big is about to happen, then say price target Zomedica $25 end of 2021. Guys, they're just looking to get you to click it. They're just looking to get you to click the video. They're not going to give you any realistic like information. I'm sorry. The thing here is this. Nobody can tell you whether it's going to hit 25 or not. And they can speculate as much as they want all day long. But the reality of the situation is the likelihood chance of Zomedica hitting 20 at the end of the year are slim. Because I want you to think of this. I'm going to give you Zomedica on the negative side. Here's a company. If I told you one day, okay, I want to spin Zomedica into a negative light for you guys. If I told you, here, guys, give me a big chunk of money because listen, there's this really good company I know of and it's going to do really well, you know, and you start asking me, oh yeah, you know, what's it all about? I said, well, they're going to be getting into pet medicine, you know, they're going to be making medicine for pets. And I say, and then you're like, oh, you know, how much do they make right now? I say, well, zero, but you know, they have some money in storage, you know, they have some money in storage. Well, and then I say, then you ask me, well, what's the addressable market? You know, are they going to be able to, are veterinarians already like excited? Is this something that they need right now? Is this a big niche market that is really needed? And I'm like, well, they can only diagnose thyroid disease as is, but this can really cut down time, you know, but this can really cut down time. I want you to think of it like that, guys. Don't fall in for hype. With that said, I still believe in Zomedica. I'm not, have I sold a position? No. But I want you guys to stop just falling in for hype, okay? Please stop. I hate seeing my family get burned like this. I hate it when this happens to you guys. Because when you guys get hurt, I feel hurt. Because I feel like I didn't warn you guys enough or prepare you enough. So please, take everything that you see and read with a grain of salt. Even what I'm saying right now, take it with a grain of salt. Take everything with a grain of salt, all right? So, with that lecture out of the way, I still see Zomedica running up to the $5 mark. You know, $5 is going to be pushing it. But look, guys, we've seen what Zomedica has done. You know, it can. Let's put it this way: February 2nd, it was $1. February 8th, this thing is $2.70, almost 3x. You know, in a matter of 1 week, less than a week or so. So we know what this stock is capable of, and how much hype has been around this stock. This stock has been hyped since end of December, January. Forget just the hype, it has institutional backing, and the more and more we start seeing Vanguard keep on buying this stock, guys, it's a pretty good confidence in that realm. But remember, guys, for Vanguard to lose $20 million, that's the same way, like, you know, that is like, we cannot imagine that. For them to lose $20,000, that's the same thing as if you blew your nose in a tissue paper. All right, I want you to remember that. So if you got upset about blowing your nose in a tissue paper, it's like, oh no, I lost that tissue paper. That's how Vanguard would feel if they lost their investment. So remember, we can't judge it based off of like how much hype and stuff like that, guys. All right. But with all that said, I still think it's a good play. And if you guys are into Zomedica right now, let's just say you made the mistake. You bought in on the hype. You caught in on the hype train. That's all right. Look, that's all right. Mistakes happen. All I want is you not to repeat the mistakes. Okay. If you bought in at this time, look, I hope you're averaging down. You're holding, 100% holding, but then averaging down. Guys, this right here, come on. I want you to take a macro perspective on this. You know what I'm saying? Look at this part from here to here, and then I want you to look at this part from here to here. Do they not look similar, guys? Do the charts not resemble each other a little bit? Okay, if you haven't made a position in Zomedica, guys, I'm telling you this is a good time because, again, this is not financial advice, none of that, but leading to this True Pharma launch, it will have another run-up. Every time that this hype train comes up again, you're going to see it. Now, that is not to say you hold this stock up till launch day and all that. You know, I'm going to walk you through the plays like I've been doing, you know, real time. But I'm going to tell you right now, I am not sure if I'm going to do that. All I know is I'm going to hold on to this for at least a few more weeks and then readjust it because I do believe this thing still has room to grow. And in my opinion, we're going to be able to see 270s, It's $3. We're going to be able to see Zomedica in that realm. Now, remember what happens though. Every time it makes those big run-ups, boom, right? So we have to keep this stuff in mind, all right, guys? I'm just trying to walk you through, sometimes it's good to take like a little, so many times you end up hearing like this technical analysis, this VMA line, that line. Sometimes it's okay to just take a step back and say, if I had to explain this to a 5-year-old, how would I say this? It really puts things in perspective, okay? All right, guys. That's everything on my rant of the day. I hope you guys enjoy them. Look, I'm just sticking to the plans as is. No changes on any of my end, all right? We're not out of the woods yet, but you can start seeing these fluctuations are not as wide as they were before. So that kind of tells you that this price fluctuations are going to narrow until we can start hitting stable marks and then eventually come up in a bull run again. So hold strong, hold tight. We're going to make it through. All right, guys, stay happy, stay healthy. Let's get wealthy. All right. See you in the next one. Bye.